Hi, I'm Ruth Dobbins of Professional Glass and the Etchmaster Resource Center, and I'm very pleased to come to you today with our very first video email, and I'm sure in the future you will see a few more of these coming your way. We wanted to record a brief message for you and follow up on our email that we started a little while ago of getting yourself educated. The main reason why we are coming to you with a video email is that we have some exciting news to share with you, and that is that we have been working very hard for the past several months on a new website that will be exclusively dealing with our design system and pre-cut stencils. And I want to just give you a little bit of information on this and give you a short demonstration. And I know in future videos you will see more specific instructions and information about all of this. So some of you may know that for more than 3 decades, Norm and I have been teaching workshops on glass etching techniques. And about 20 years ago, we started actually collecting a lot of designs and put them together in a system that is available for other people to use. And I know that some of you have been using our stencils over time. We have so far always just sold our design collection in hardcover form or on a CD-ROM, and have now lately decided to put together a website on which you will be able to see almost all of our designs that are in our collection, and you can order them in standard sizes directly from the website. And of course, these stencils are good for surface etching, some of them are for carving, and you could also use them for painting and other techniques on glass as well. So I want to briefly show you what pre-cut stencils are all about, and like I say, more detailed instructions will be able to be had later in other videos and follow-up. In order to show you what you would get if you order a stencil is pulling it out of an envelope right here. You would be getting a stencil and also a printed pattern so that you would know what your design is. And in order to show you a little bit better of what it looks like, I am choosing a piece of black glass so that you can see in contrast better of what the stencil will do for you. So in applying, as always, we need to clean our glass. Because when you are applying a stencil of any kind, it doesn't matter, they are self-adhesive. You want to make sure that the stencil can actually stick to the glass and is not being repelled by oily fingerprints or anything else that might be on the glass. I'm just going to show you a quick and dirty way of applying a stencil. There are other methods of figuring out exactly how to register a stencil properly and so on, but we won't go into all these details. The stencil itself is a 3-part sandwich, which is the actual resist material. It is backed up by what we call the backing paper, which covers up the adhesive. The stencil is cut itself, and then on the front has another thin layer that is sort of like a masking tape type material that is applied after the stencil is cut to hold everything together. So when you apply the stencil, you just peel off the backing paper to expose the adhesive. This is all sticky now, so you need to be careful as to where you place your stencil because you cannot reposition it. And I'm just going to eyeball it and put the stencil down to touch the glass. Take my squeegee the stencil on good and hard. And then, if you have fingernails, you can kind of scrape a little bit at a corner to get the cover sheet that I spoke about off the stencil. And this is a very thin material, so as you can see, it has a tendency at times to tear. And you need to peel it off in a fairly steep angle. And make sure that you're not yanking out any of the smaller cut design elements. So once you peel this off, I don't know if we can zoom in a little bit to show you that now you can actually see the design relatively well. And all that is left to do is to peel out the areas that you wish to blast. And rather than wasting the time in peeling this out right now, I have prepared a couple of samples ahead of time, and they will illustrate also one of the benefits of our pre-cut stencils, and that is by having a completely intact stencil, you have the choice of what you are going to peel out of the stencil. So you can choose to blast a positive image, which means you peeled out the design and it is ready for blasting. Or you could also choose to do what we call a reverse or negative image, which means you're peeling out all the background and you're leaving the design elements of the design on the glass itself. So those are two important considerations in terms of how you can blast your image. And with our stencils, you have the choice of doing that however you would like to. Like I say, we have many different designs that you will be able to order directly in standard sizes from our website. But of course, we still do a lot of custom designs as well. And yes, there also is the option that you can contact us and ask for a special size of any of the designs that we have in our design collections to be cut for you. So I think this will give you a lot of choices. It will definitely save you a lot of time in your work, so you don't have to spend the time tracing and cutting, and instead can dedicate your time to actually doing the work and or selling for another job. So there are lots of positive things about it. To launch this website, which its address is precutpatterns.com, we are going to be offering you a special coupon with a very special offer indeed, and we hope that you will take advantage of it. The website is still under construction. It is not totally finished, but I think we are off to a pretty good start. And we welcome, of course, any comments that you might have for us or any suggestions. So feel free to get in touch with us, which you can through the website, info@precutpatterns.com, or through our regular website, which is etchmaster.com. You can send us a message at any time. Thank you for your time. I hope that you will take a look at the website and give us some information and feedback, and we appreciate all of that. Thank you.